All right, good afternoon, guys, girls, who's ever watching these videos. My name is Joe Lewis, and this is another video of the Elliott Wave Speculator. Today it is Friday, April the 7th. It's around 3 p.m. Pacific time. The market is just pretty much over the last hour or so, and I'm laughing because I want to first show you something that happened. This is why I named this channel the Elliott Wave Speculator. I'm going to go to a chart that I posted 22 hours ago via my Facebook group that I'm involved in. As you can see right here, this happened 22 hours ago. And this is what I posted. I said a complete view of the Aussie, 60-minute, 30, 360, weekly, daily, and short term. I said these are one of several counts. I said what the RSI is showing. But just notice what I'm saying here is I said price should find support near the 7520, 7500 level to end wave 3 of wave 1. Just keep this particular right here, 7520 to 7500 level in. Now we look at a daily, at a 6-minute Aussie. If I had this correct, this was wave 1. Wave 2, this is 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, and this is close to 5 of 3. If you see this ended at 74.94. Now, if you go back to my previous video I did, I believe Wednesday on April the 5th, I said I believe prices were somewhere around here in this area, closer to 75.60 something. And I said if once price broke out of this wave 4, it will find support at the 7500 level, more closer to the 74.94 area. And I also doubled back and I said I came to wave C of B of the previous degree, and I said it would find support where the nearest resistance was at, and the nearest support was at. If you can see, 74.90 is where this particular previous support held back in March the 9th, basically literally just about a month ago. And now you pretty much come to a month later and look where price is pretty much finding in support. So that's why I say Elliott Wave speculations, because I didn't predict that. When you know your counts and you know how to label properly, you don't have to predict anything, but you do just want to be careful on your choice of words. So if you look up the definition of speculate, it's quite different than prediction. I don't predict anything. The market does what it does, and as long as I have my protected stop losses and I have pretty much an advantage and a really good analysis, and I'm protected, and there's other things that you want to make sure that you get. I can take all these indicators off and still trade, but I make sure that my risk is low and my reward is high. So when it comes to trading, there's the psychology of it is really huge. Anyone can learn to trade, and everyone probably has money to do it. Yet that doesn't mean you're going to make money and actually be successful. Moving on. That's the 60-minute Aussie. Just to talk about it real quick, I'm going to take half out actually starting Sunday. Once the market opens up on Sunday, I'm going to take out half a contract because I have this as wave 1. Now, it could penetrate and actually go further than 74, and that's fine because I'll still have a contract or so in. But if it, where am I at right now? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm up 197, which is still cool. But I'll probably take half of that out or so, or I may do something different. However, what I need to make sure is that if this is the end of wave 1, then I need to expect a 0.618 retracement, or somewhere between 0.5 and 0.618 retracement on the Fibonacci level, which means that can technically come right back up here to 76.80. I want to take some of this off this 197 off the board and bank that. However, I still want to have something in just in case it does continue, because this can possibly be wave 5 of 3 that ends right here. These trend channels are a little bit off. I can delete these now. And it can actually probably go back right here to where wave 4 the previous degree is for wave 4 basically of 1. So this is wave 3 of, I'm sorry, this is wave 4 of 3 of 1. This now, if this is wave 3 to the end of wave 3, then I'm probably going to see over the next couple of days or weeks or so a triangle, which wave A or so can go right here, B can come down here, C, D, E, and then all of a sudden it'll come back and move past 74.90. So I want to be careful not to overthink this particular market, but I'll keep you guys updated if you're trading it. As I said, I don't call out trades or anything like that. I'm a labeler. I'm an analyst basically. I look at the market, and if you decide to label your charts just like mine and take the trade, that's on you. But one thing you will not be able to say is that I told you to take a trade and then you won or you lost. That's not what I'm here for. I'm more to just like bring a bunch of Elliotticians together, or people who actually want to become an Elliottician, but they just need some different assistance, and they need it free of charge, basically, to look at someone else's charts and make a determination based off of their own analysis. But you know, there's nothing wrong with copying someone else's analysis, but you still need to have your own style. So I'm gonna move on from that one. Something did take off here in the New Zealand dollar. I did jump back in that again, and it did actually moved. It's moving quite well right now. You see I'm up 50 ticks. So that's moving quite well. This, I don't like this particular how I got it labeled, because if this was a 1 2 1 2, well, this particular 2 shouldn't have ended here. So this is more like a 1 A B C of 2, which I don't mind relabeling it, but this 1 2 1 2 count doesn't sit well with me. This probably can even be like a 1 here. This can be an A. This can be a B. No, I'll take that back. It would probably be, it could be a 1 here, a expanded flat B, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C of 2. So I'll keep that in mind, and next week when I post on Sunday, you know, make some adjustments to what I believe the best label is for my particular like. Moving on to the dollar yen. Dollar yen, I did jump in a little bit early. It did draw down on me, probably around 40 or so ticks, but that's okay. It inched my stop loss, but it didn't pop me out, which is great. And then it jumped back up, and then ended up getting it. I'm up 25, 26 ticks, 25 ticks. So this is cool. I don't have this labeled. I don't know why. I should have this labeled, but I can just label it real quick. This was because I remember I just had it labeled. Something must have happened. But this was the bottom at 98. I had this as wave 1. I had this as wave 2. Remember that. I had this as wave 1 of 3. Or basically 1 of 3 of 1. This is 2. I got this as 3. I had this as 4. And I have this as 5. But this is 5 of something. And it's most likely, here's my thing with this. I'm going to put 1 or 3. The reason why I'm going to put this as wave 1 or 3 is because you're talking from the bottom of 98.81 to the top of 118 that is 20 points. So that's 2,000 ticks. If this is a 1, this whole thing is a 1 on a daily, and this particular move here literally has only retraced this a little bit under 38%. So that's more towards a before wave 4. Wave 4 usually retraces wave 3 by about 0.382, anywhere between 0.382 and 0.5. So if this is in fact wave 1, we should expect more room to the downside, because that'll be a really short 2. However, if it's wave 4, then it's right in the guidelines of it being good, and we will basically need it to start going above these SMA lines that I have here. Then I can change this label from a 1 to a 3 basically, and now this is a 4, because this can easily be a A here. This whole move can be an A. This can be the A of the A. This can be the B of the A. This can be the C of the A of 4. Oh, I'm sorry, of 2, which will basically be, I'm sorry, this will be A, B, C for W. Then you'll see an X. If that was the case, that would probably go to about 116. But then you'll start to see that Y just decline, and it'll probably come down to the 0.618 level to 106 or somewhere around there. Preferably, probably it may go to around 105.54 or in that ballpark range. Actually, it wouldn't be able to go above wave 1, it's already being validated, or below wave 1. So if that is in fact wave 1, then wave 4, wave 2, well, I'm sorry, it can still do that. If this was wave 4, it couldn't penetrate wave 1. If it was wave 2, it couldn't go 100% of wave 1. So what I'm meaning by that is that it can come all the way down here. As long as it didn't go below that particular, the start of wave 1, then it could be an extremely deep retracement of wave 2. So we'll keep an eye on this. As of right now, I wouldn't really worry about too much of a decline. It is going to find some resistance in here, but if it can get above those SMA lines, then the dollar is going to signal strength in the dollar. Moving on, I want to make this video real quick, so let me go on my CAD trade. I already did my yen trade. Let's see, CAD. So I'm down actually a little bit on the CAD trade, but I am up 111 ticks. But I've already banked some of that, so it's cool. I have this as a 1-2, and I still have it, going towards 136 before it does anything else. Yeah, there's something else I'm in. Let's see. Let's check on the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie, I'm up 136 as a 1-2-1-2 count. So we'll keep an eye on that sometime next week and see what that does. And I believe that's all that I need to show you guys. So just real quick, I want to end it with where I began, but more on a daily time frame. So as of right now, this is looking good. The Aussie, that's my main focus. This looks like it's the end. The wave E is done, wave 4. And as you can see, if you go back to the previous couple of videos I posted, when like price was like way up here, now you can see this right here. The Aussie dollar is one particular market I'm going to focus on my videos more and more and more. Then I'll just show a little bit of the other ones. But if you just follow this particular market, you'll start to really understand the basics and a little bit better of the basics of Elliott. I'm never going to say, hey, I'm buying here, I'm selling here. That's not my thing. There's plenty of other people on YouTube who do that. But I'm just trying to get into the technicals and to try to help anyone be able to do this on their own without having to pay for some sort of service that's basically going to actually going to hurt you in the long run, because you're going to be relying on someone else to trade. You don't have to. Once you understand this stuff, man, it's pretty simple, but it does require time. And preparation, a couple of hours a day, a few minutes here and there, or you take 1 hour on Sundays or 2 hours on Sundays and just prep for the week, and then here and there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you just look at it 20-30 minutes here and there if you're long-term trading, or if you're scalping. I'm sorry, or you swings. But if you're scalping, then honestly these videos aren't even for you. So, but it's looking good here. I like this. I like where it's at 75, and that's something I can live with. As you can see, it's also just coming through this trend channel, so it's looking good. But I'm going to end this, and you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday.